everyone, and welcome to episode number 3 of the Anime Podcasters on the DDS and JaianMusic channel. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Today, it is me, JaianMusic, and Kyo, who is with me. Austin cannot join us today because, Kyo, what were you telling me? What happened to Austin again?
Well, you know, he just got attacked by a koala, and
yeah,
the koala gang is just not very forgiving. He kind of got jumped. He'll be in the hospital for the next 3 months.
You know what's the most awkward thing about this?
Huh?
The person I feel the most bad for are the koalas. I'm kidding. Austin, I love you. I love you. I'm gonna be gone for a while. So for the next few episodes of Anime Podcasters, I'm not going to be there. So I need to take a shot at Austin. He's probably going to take a shot at me on episode number 4. These things happen.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so today, the podcast, we're trying something a little bit different. Usually we have a topic right at hand and we're just going to whip out what we planned out and start talking about it. But today, Kyo and I decided to do something completely out of the box. So do you want to explain it, Kyo?
So basically, we're going to go for like... some of the other podcasts that I've listened to, like they'll just have somebody on the computer and they'll be looking at whatever information on the topic they were just discussing. So, not much to it. Basically, we just sit and talk like we're having a normal conversation, except it's being recorded.
At the end of it.
So what?
Basically, which is the principle of a podcast. I was saying, basically, we're going to just talk about a bunch of stuff, and then we'll just find a general title for this episode at the end of it.
One day there will be a title.
Yeah, one day. We will. The goal is to find a title by the end of the episode. Like, you know, like at the end of the episode, like we'll find we'll find a solid title.
Mm.
All right. So, do you want to start us off? You are going to be moderating this, and I am going to be giving my very smart feedback. I hope it's going to be smart. It's thought-provoking.
So I just started something that will actually make you very happy with me.
I'm already very happy with you, but okay.
Okay, you will be twice as happy if I reveal this to you.
Okay, let's go for double trouble.
Okay, so I just started watching Yu Yu Hakusho.
Are you serious?
Yes,
oh my
I
God.
finally got around to it.
Yes, that's awesome. Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho is like one of my favorite animes, guys, and I've been telling Kyo to watch it.
Like the past 2 episodes, and like off of the podcast, he keeps saying, "Go watch Yu Yu Hakusho." I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I might."
Okay, tell me everything. What do you think?
It is really fun. It is really funny, actually.
It's pretty funny, eh?
It's twice as funny as I had expected it to be. I thought it was going to be like one joke per episode, and that'd be it or something. But it's actually
there's a lot of humor.
Really funny.
Yeah. What part are you at? Like a ugly spoiler kind of part? How many episodes are you in?
I don't remember. I think I'm on episode 3. I could be.
Cool.
It's what's his name? Kuwabara. I think he's being possessed by. Dang it! I keep forgetting the names in this show.
Did Kuwabara get in a fight yet?
When does he not get in a fight? Is my question.
Okay, that's true. Okay, yeah. That's true. Yeah.
So like he's being possessed by Yusuke right now.
Yeah. Okay, I know. Okay. I love that episode. Sorry. I love Yu Yu Hakusho. It's crazy. Like when they start out, like to look at what happens. The first scene, very first scene, Yusuke gets killed. What? Completely different. Like I've never seen an anime where the very first scene the protagonist gets killed. I never saw that.
No.
And then he slowly the adventure begins, and it's really good. It's crazy how much the characters develop and everything. I absolutely love Yu Yu Hakusho, and the fact that you're watching it makes me want to rewatch it again. I'm probably gonna rewatch it when I'm gonna be in
I just got started on it I think a week ago. I haven't watched it for a while because I got like other shows that I'm keeping up with. Right now, the show that I'm watching currently is Star Wars Clone Wars on Netflix. It is so much fun to watch.
I'm gonna try to watch that too. Maybe that sounds like a good. I saw a couple times on Netflix. I was like, I should watch that. But
is it on Netflix in Canada?
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure I saw it.
I went to Victoria last year in March, and I signed into Netflix.
Okay, well, last year in March is a while back. Last year in March is a while back, so most likely we updated our system.
Yeah. It's just like when I went there, I don't.
We might be Canadian, but
I don't remember my list being visible in while I was in Canada. I just found a couple of really good movies that were on there, so I didn't know if you guys have the same films that we have that are down here.
Okay, I see what you mean. Right on. Okay, but like, back to Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm so happy you started watching.
Yeah, I'm actually
such a good anime.
really. I actually really do like it a lot. It is so much. It is so much fun to watch. I mean, Yusuke is not my favorite character I've ever seen, but he is actually probably the most different character that I have ever watched in a shonen show. Like he's not like a copy of a copy of a copy of Goku. He's
super
yeah,
original.
he is way original compared to like Naruto. He's like I feel like he was the inspiration for Ichigo for Bleach. Like the whole
I see
like
what you mean.
Bleach seems like exactly the same as Yu Yu Hakusho to me. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it's
I have watched the
so
first
darn
episode,
close.
No, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But like, you said something really interesting, and I wanna get more into that. You said a copy of Goku. Do you think like what protagonists copy Goku a lot? Like that, which protagonists are a copy paste of Goku? In your mind,
Luffy and Naruto are pretty big ones that I can think of.
And why?
Like they're just so darn similar. Like they're the basic same. Like Naruto is the closest to being the furthest away from Goku because he started out like not the hero. Like Luffy always started out as like kind of the hero, but Naruto started out as like one of those bad kids, like the problem children, and then he develops into becoming the person who is trying to do the right thing as often as possible, but is
I see what you mean.
But he's still misguided like Goku. Like he doesn't follow the culture that he's in very well. Like Goku just doesn't give a blank about where he is. He's just going to be himself. Like that much sure. I think is good about shonen protagonists. Like they're the embodiment of what we want to see in our heroes, but they're not like the embodiment of real people is what I'm saying.
Okay, I see what you mean. That's interesting. But when I think of like the big three, which are One Piece, Naruto, and Dragon Ball Z, I do find that like the protagonists have a lot of similarities, you know, in the sense that
like all of them were like the other two were definitely inspired by Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball is like one of the first, or like it is the first Japanese anime to be really big release in the West.
But like what I want to say is that like those three, the big three main protagonists, you know, Luffy, Naruto, and Goku, they're three guys that are gonna, if you go hang out on a Thursday afternoon, they're gonna stand out in the crowd. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're the three like I use this term very lightly, like offbeat characters. You know, like they don't mix in the crowd right away. Yeah. They're like at first when they begin, they're obviously very different from everyone. But as the story progresses, you know, Naruto finds Sakura and Sasuke, and then Kakashi comes along, and that's Team 7, and we all know how that ended. But and then Goku finds Krillin and joins the tournament, and Tien and Chiatsu and all that stuff. And Luffy has his goons. I don't watch that much One Piece, I don't know, but I know there's like that guy with the 3 swords, and then there's some guy with a really long nose and like the slingshot thing, and there was that cute ginger girl. You know, he's got his crew going on.
Like I like the shonen anime was the first thing I was introduced to. Like Dragon Ball, I was introduced to that when I was a young kid. Like I saw an episode on Toonami. I stepped away from it, didn't care for it. And like the closest thing to anime that I ever watched was Pokemon when I was a kid. I am so mad I am so mad that that's how I was introduced to anime.
Oh no, Pokemon's good.
The newer stuff is okay, but the old stuff. Like, do you have the Indigo League and Netflix, like up there?
I don't think I do.
Okay, like I went back and watched it. It is awful. It's
Like the very first Pokemon
yeah,
series?
the very first. It is so
You see,
ridiculous.
I completely disagree. I find that the old school is much better than the new school. No, the old school is raw, it's pure, and then the new school is just like a repeat, a mashup, and just
Yeah, it is, but like they've
jibble-jabble of-
learned from their first series. Like the first series was dubbed by the worst dubbing company of all time for kids. And jeez,
Do you really want 4Kids to come after us, Kyo?
I don't care. They're just banded.
I'm only 21. I want to make it to 22. Please, Kyo. Can we make this a thing? I don't want to get attacked by koalas. You know what they did to Austin.
You see, that's why Austin is in the hospital. 4Kids sent the koala gang after him. All right. So
oh, poor Austin.
Just because he did not care for Pokemon.
Oh man, no, I mean I was so into Pokemon. I had all the Game Boy games, and okay, since I am born in France, for the people who don't know, I am born in France. I would watch the French Pokemon.
Oh, you had a French dub.
Yeah, I watched the French dub of Pokemon, so I didn't go through the 4Kids struggle.
Well, like 4Kids is like, I don't think 4Kids is the worst company ever. They are definitely a pretty bad company.
Oh, he's pulling out. He's pulling out. He's backtrack.
Okay, let me clarify. They are not the.
Go ahead.
They are not the worst company, but they are the worst dubbing company in terms of like they took a you know what rice balls are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have taken a giant. There's a scene in a later series where a rice ball rolls down the hill and Ash picks it up, but in the 4Kids version, they edited out the rice ball and made it into a sandwich for fear that children would not understand. Oh, what's a rice ball? A ball of rice.
What? Are you serious?
I am dead serious. You can look this up. There are like a ton of censorship things that they did with the shows that they redubbed.
Wow.
Like it was.
I don't even know what to say about that.
It's unbelievable.
But you know what show I watched in the 4Kids dubbed? Actually, now I think of it. And it was like my favorite. Like when I was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
It was my favorite anime. It was Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
GX. Oh, brother.
Oh, no. Take it back.
Good, dear child. Dear child.
Take it back.
Sir.
Take it back.
Sir.
Take it back. Take it back. I'm pointing at you, and the audience doesn't know that, but take it back. Can you please animate the character to point at you? No, I'm kidding.
Dude, you don't even know animation.
Okay,
Good
let me finish my point, and then we will have the GX argument. Okay,
I will let you speak. I will not be rude about this.
You better let me speak. It's a freaking podcast. I better be able to speak.
Speak, French man.
Oh, thanks. It's like Austin was like, I don't know when to speak because Jaian didn't tell me I could speak. Oh, I don't know when to speak because Kyo didn't tell me I could speak. Yeah, I watched the 4Kids dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and it was such a bad dub. I agree. I'm gonna get attacked and won't make it 22. It doesn't matter. 4Kids just is not good at dubbing. I find it's just I don't know. Even the lines, the actual words they use, like the way the way they phrase,
like the dialogue.
It's just like what? Yeah,
the dialogue is so.
The dialogue itself.
The dialogue in GX is kind of awkward.
I like the dialogue in EG, but that being said, the original dub GX, awesome, great, love it. I even have the Game Boy game. I still play it. I'm 21. I just admitted that. I'm going to hell. But for real, I love GX. GX is one of my favorite. Was one of my favorite animes for sure, hands down. All right, you know what? I'm ready. Kyo. What do you have to say about GX? Let's go. Come on.
Okay, I have only seen a little bit of GX. I have not seen.
Okay, so your point isn't valid already.
I did not like what I saw, but I will say that I have to say this. I love the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Despite how stupid it is.
Wait, GX? We stay on. Oh, dude. Okay.
Okay. Look. So
GX.
Okay, GX. I have very little basis for it, but like, I have seen some really boring stuff. Like it was like way long ago. Like it was like that. Like I don't know, like 11 o'clock at night. And I was like 11, and I just pulled on. Or no, it wasn't. No. It was like early in the morning, because early in the morning they air the anime on Cartoon Network. So I saw a little bit of that, and I'm like, oh, it's basically another Pokemon thing. Nope. So like after I had grown out of Pokemon, I was like, everything that was in the similar animation style, I was like, this is gonna be stupid.
No, GX is amazing. Okay, and then you said the original Yu-Gi-Oh is stupid.
Okay, it is enjoyably stupid.
Okay, what's your beef with Yu-Gi-Oh? Just say it.
I love. Okay, I do. I have no beef with Yu-Gi-Oh. I have.
Well, the way you're saying it sounds like you do.
Okay,
man.
okay. Let me explain a little more.
All right. Backtrack.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I acknowledge that Yu-Gi-Oh is a stupid idea. Okay, let me explain it in bare bones here. It is a bunch of children who fight with trading cards with holographic.
It's a cartoon.
Okay. Holographic monsters.
That's awesome.
And it's I accept that it is ridiculous, but I like the characters. And I love laughing at some of the stupid parts. For example, there is what is it? Like for clarification, I have Yu-Gi-Oh in my Netflix queue, like the original Yu-Gi-Oh, and I have bought the DVD for the first 4 episodes.
Despite it being stupid.
Despite how ridiculous it is about these kids who fight with the power of friendship.
Okay, that is kind of corny.
That is something very stupid.
1 point Kyo.
But
I hate that scene where they're like, "Oh, okay, go ahead."
It is
I'll say after.
To a point, it is like 80s cheese that you enjoy. I acknowledge that it's stupid, but
fair enough.
But I kind of like, I relate to the characters, and I find them to be, they could be real. They're not real, but they could be. Despite how goofy the whole thing is.
Okay. I'll accept that. But here's what I want to say. To your credit, the corniest thing I've ever seen in Yu-Gi-Oh is that scene where it was I think you know what I'm talking about. It was Yugi, Taya, Joey, and Tristan. I can't believe I remember their names. It's blowing my mind right now.
Okay, go ahead.
And they take their hands and they put them together, right? You know, they put it side by side, and they form like this, you guys can't see because it's a podcast. Obviously, it's only audio. But imagine you have you and 3 of your friends, and you all put out a hand, and you line them up next to each other and in front of each other to make like a rectangle, right? And then they drew a smiley with a marker, and then they're like, "This is the power of friendship." I'm like, I was like, "What is this?" What?
This is Pokemon bullshit right here.
basically. And then they're like, even if the marker goes away, we'll still be the drawing is still drawn there, and I was like, no, this is too corny. You broke the corny meter. This is like that. I remember that scene so much. You were like, I forget what it was. Like, they were facing some sort of like challenge with against.
That is the first episode actually where that happens.
Is that the?
Yeah, that's the first episode.
I know they do it a second time in that case. I saw it. It was further in the series. I remember that. I think it wasn't the first episode where someone breaks his medallion thing. I forget.
It was where his grandpa's card was stolen and then ripped in half.
Oh my god! You know what? Let's not go down this rabbit hole because it's gonna make for nothing too interesting. I completely forget. We're talking about like over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
This is insane.
So final verdict on Yu-Gi-Oh! It is corny, it is cheesy, but it is enjoyable in all of those aspects. because it has
Yu Yu Hakusho's
it
better.
has nicely written characters. I mean, yeah, they're kind of cutouts, but they are enjoyable people to watch.
All right.
Okay,
all right.
so that's
I think
we'll
that
leave
covers it.
Yu-Gi-Oh alone for now.
I think forever for the rest of this podcast until the koalas come around.
Damn koalas, bro.
What's another anime we could talk about? Let's see. Do you have anything else that's on your page?
Let me take a look.
Take a look, and during that time, I'm gonna talk about whatever I feel like talking about. I don't know. I'll final verdict on Yu-Gi-Oh. I think Kyo was right. I think it's funny because at the beginning he was like saying a stupid, and I was like, we're never gonna agree, and now it turns out that we actually agreed on the whole thing, which is kind of cool. But yeah, Kyo, you have anything, man?
Have you ever watched Fairy Tale? It needs to be on your list. It must be on your list.
Okay, why should it be on my list?
It is okay. So
Convince me. Is this stupid and corny like Yu-Gi-Oh?
well,
No,
okay.
no. You're not gonna convince me.
It's kind of it's a mix. Okay, so it's a shonen anime, which is which for those of you who don't know what shonen means, that just means boys anime, which is Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, that kind of thing.
Well, girls can still watch it.
Well, yeah, I know. It's just like that's the basic market that they go for.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it is.
What about girly boys?
I'm not gonna.
I'm not going to talk about people's sexuality on the podcast.
Okay. Keep going.
So basically, it's kind of like a mix of Dragon Ball, One Piece, and a little bit of Naruto. It is like all of the really good, really good shonen stuff put together and made into a beautiful, beautiful series.
Oh wait, is there a boat in the very first episode of that anime?
A boat?
Yeah, like a big cruise ship.
Yes, there is.
Okay, I saw the first episode.
Yeah. So that is one of my favorite animes ever. Like, it is everything that that shonen shows have done wrong, done right. So
Why is that?
So they've minimized flashbacks. Like, flashbacks are only used for quick backstories. You go through it once, it's done. You have a fight scene where nobody talks about what they just did. Oh my gosh, he teleported right behind me. Oh no, what will I do? Instead of that, they'll just fight. It's not explaining how this guy did whatever. We don't care. We just want to see people fighting. So it's also very emotional. It is really well written. It is a wonderful anime. You can get it on the Anime Corner store for about like $40. Anime Corner store is a wonderful online resource.
Anime Corner Store. Huh, okay. I didn't even know that existed.
It's a site that I've used quite a bit. I used it to get a lot of the DVDs that I use for anime cinema. It's a really reliable site. I saw it in a magazine that my parents got me for Christmas one year, and I looked up the site, and I'm like, oh, I can get anime merch and DVDs and stuff for good prices. And like Yu-Gi-Oh
awesome.
was only $15 on that site.
And only $8.99 a month on Netflix. Sorry, Anime Corner Store. I apologize for that. Now I have 4 kids and Anime Corner Store that are I'm gonna be on their hit list.
Shameless plugs.
And I can. Yeah, I feel the koalas starting to like slowly crawl.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
What about have you ever watched Zatch Bell? Does that ring a bell? Oh my god, I just made that joke. And oh my god.
Unintentional puns for days, bro. Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even mean to. I really didn't mean to. But
I totally get what you're saying.
Zatch
I
Bell,
totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, but have you heard of Zatch Bell?
I actually did watch one episode back in the day. Like, it was on Toonami once. I'm like, what's this? It looks familiar. I think I've seen this before. I hadn't seen it before. Like I just watched it. I sat through it. I'm like, this is okay.
The main character is called Kyo.
What?
The main character of Zatch Bell.
I'm in an anime, bitches.
I know that, well, basically, Zatch is like, okay, maybe like the two main characters, because there's like Zatch, who's like the Momoto. Basically, there's 100 Momotos on planet Earth. I'm going to try to regurgitate the facts that I know to the best of my knowledge, because, well, for the viewers, because I haven't watched this in like a long time ago, so I'm gonna, if I miss some spots, just correct me, Kyo. But it's 100 Momotos, and they all show up on planet Earth, and each of them has a book and a specific owner. And so each Momoto eventually finds their owner. And so I remember like Zatch Bell showing up to Kyo's house, and he's like, "Oh, you're my master," kind of thing. And then he shows him the book, and then there's like writing on the book, and that's the very first spell. Each Momoto has 5 spells, if I'm correct, and the owner of the book, which is Kyo, can say the spell. The name of the spell, and then the Momoto will do the attack. Zatch was a lightning character, and basically Kyo and Zatch are like the duo, the power duo, and they go through the series. I didn't watch the entirety of the series. I got pretty far into it, I remember. But yeah, that's basically those two are like the main characters, and Kyo, you are in anime. Yep.
Does said anime character have black hair?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's real.
Why?
I have black hair.
Why black hair? Oh, I can't tell. I never seen like, I thought it was like brownish.
It's kind of brownish. I usually try to dye my hair black as often as possible. It's not an emo thing. It's just like I think that black is a good hair color.
Oh, I love how you went straight for the emo. I wasn't even thinking that. It's not an emo thing, guys. It's a koala thing.
It's a koala thing? Yeah.
Yeah, but Zatch Bell was pretty kick-ass. I remember it was on what was it called? I forget what it was called, but it was like every Friday on YTV. It was the anime time, and it was like a name for the for that like anime section. I forget what it was called. It was no. It was some name of. It was basically the name of the time slot they were there. It was like from 8 to 11. You had anime, and the name of that time slot was like something. I forget what it was, but the name. It was 8 o'clock Naruto and 8:30 Zatch Bell, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Oh, we can hear a plane in the back.
Oh, you can hear a plane?
Yeah, isn't that a plane in the back?
Yeah, it's raining over here too. Can you hear any of the rain?
Oh, okay. No, I only heard a plane go by. It's funny because I'm gonna be on a plane pretty soon. I didn't really mention that too specifically, but I'm gonna be gone for a little while, guys. So you're not gonna be hearing me on the podcast for the next few episodes, but I will be back because I'm going to France on an audio internship. I made a video about that on my channel if you want to go check that out, just so you guys know, so like that. I don't think I mentioned it at the beginning. I just said I was gonna go to France. Yeah, the reason why is because I'm going on an internship. Yeah, because I just finished school. Yeah. And yeah, it's life, the YouTube life, you know. We are YouTubers. I love calling myself a YouTuber, but that's not the anime topic. Sorry,
that's right.
Sidetracked.
I get to keep.
What do you think of Zatch Bell?
I've only seen it. I only seen like one episode. I came in out of nowhere. Like I came in where the two characters were fighting.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
I came in like a wrecking ball into the episode, just doing my thing and saying, "Yo, fuck you doing? There's only one Kyo on this planet. That's me. I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Give me the book. That's my Momoto. It's my book.
You got the wrong Kyo,
You show up.
But no, really, I only saw like one episode, and it looked to me it looked like Pinocchio meets Dragon Ball.
Pinocchio meets
I don't know,
Dragon
like
Ball.
from what I saw, the Zatch is the little guy, right?
The Momoto, yeah.
Well, like he has the slits down the side of his cheek, right? Yeah, so like that, he just looks like a puppet to me.
He is a puppet.
Yeah.
And was that anything you wanted to say about that?
Well, I haven't seen it. I don't know if I have the interest in picking it back up again. I might look into it for anime cinema purposes one day. I don't know. Like, anime cinema stuff is kind of...
Okay, you keep mentioning anime cinema. What if people don't know what anime cinema is? What is that? I gave a plug for 2 seconds. Go ahead. What's anime cinema? 30 seconds. What's anime cinema?
It's an anime review show that I host on the Daydreamer Studios channel. We got like 2 or 3 videos out. Basically, what I'll do is I'll just pick an anime that I find whenever, and I'll just write down my thoughts on it. I'll make it into sort of like a kind of like a story. Like, just basically, it's just me channeling a character and just giving my opinion on something that I find good or find bad. I don't try to force my opinion on people. I just try to show people like what's art.
Remaining neutral? Like remaining neutral?
Not entirely remaining neutral about a subject, just like giving my opinion on it, making sure that people know that I find a certain scene in an anime movie or an anime show to be bad or good. Like, I'll say why this is not artistic. This is something that somebody just mindlessly threw in there. That
Okay, I
sort
see
of
what you
thing.
mean. Okay, that's interesting. All right. Very interesting stuff. Is there any other anime we can mention? I'm trying to go through my mind right now. This is the thing. We didn't really like plan too much up, so it's like when we would run out of a topic, we're like, okay, what's next? Hurry up, make this transition smooth. But that's not happening. Let's see. Does that spell?
Huh?
One Piece. I don't know. I didn't watch that much One Piece. One Piece. We kind of mentioned it.
I've like
Dragon Ball. We talked about Naruto. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I have watched One Piece. I find that the manga is a little more enjoyable than the anime. I mean, the anime is really nicely done. It's kind of different. They tell things a little out of order from the manga, but the manga itself is really, really interesting to read. It's fun to watch.
Which one's better? Which one's better, manga or show?
I kind of usually prefer anime over manga, but in this case, I would much rather sit down and read the manga as opposed to sit down and watch it.
Okay, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Like, have you ever watched it?
I watched a few episodes, and then I bought a video game, and I played more of the video game than I watched.
Yeah, Austin played.
Don't ask me why. I remember
That's kind of
just
how
that he's,
Austin
like,
was introduced
stretchy
to it,
arms.
actually.
Well, obviously, Austin's a gamer.
yeah.
Whatever he gets introduced to, it's
Like, he started playing the
Okay.
game, and then I showed him the anime, and he's like, "Oh, this is kind of good."
Oh, right on.
Yeah, like, I think it's.
That's
I
fine.
think Fairy Tail got a lot of its emotional drama from One Piece.
Oh,
Yeah, like, if you watch it, it's.
well, maybe is there like a lot of? Oh,
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay. Oh, you're so polite. But I was gonna say how maybe like because we're saying like there's a lot of this anime from this anime. How much of like the One Piece staff ended up being the Naruto staff, and how much of the Naruto staff ended up being the One Piece staff? That's what I'm interested in.
I don't know
If you
too
can
much
find that
about
out.
like the production stuff. Like, I don't know too much about the I don't know too much about like the production in Japan. I'm more interested in like the stuff, like mainly how a manga will go from Japanese comic to TV show and then to English dubbed TV show.
Right.
Like, that's where my interest lies with anime. Like, I mean, of course I enjoy the shows too, but I'm more interested in the stuff behind it.
Okay.
Well, just as if it all the same, I still enjoy anime. Like just anything with a story is really interesting to me. Like right now, the game that I am most interested in, I am playing Borderlands 2. And it is very story driven. I love story driven anything. Movies and TV have to be animes. Yeah. Animus have to be story driven.
Koalas.
Yeah.
Story. But what do you think about Inuyasha though?
I haven't watched Inuyasha for a while. Like my sister and we watched it together for a while. We didn't have the English dub over in the States. We had the Japanese dub.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard the English dub before. I watched an episode on Toonami like late at night once. But Inuyasha's okay. It's like it feels kind of bland to me. Like I've only seen so much of it, and it just seems very formulative. Like it's just like, okay, monster, Kagome's captured, Kagome escapes, Inuyasha kills the monster with sword.
Like it almost feels like Mario to me. I think the best comparison I can give is like it feels like Mario.
Exactly.
Peach always gets captured. There's always a boss. It's always a level. It's always a challenge.
Yeah. Oh, your princess is in another castle. Sucks to be you, pal.
I know. I watched like the first episode, honestly, and I got so much hate for this. I'm probably gonna get more hate for this. I could not go through it. I was like, no, this is just not.
It's just not.
This is not.
Truth be told, I don't think it's really
not
that
my cup of
good.
tea. Oh, dude. Okay. At least now I won't be.
You're not
the worst.
alone. You're not alone. Like
worst.
Austin and one of his exes used to watch it together. Like they would.
Oh, that's why they broke up. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I made him break up because they were watching Inuyasha for their freaking long time.
Oh, hell no.
No.
Oh my god. If she ever like listened to this podcast, she'll be like, "That was the reason."
Yeah.
That was the reason. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But yeah, I don't care for Inuyasha. Truth be told, it just it doesn't do anything for me.
Podcast on. Yeah, no, me neither. I would agree with that. I would agree. I don't know. You know, our show is just maybe it's more for girls.
I don't know. I guess it kind of is. Like a lot of my friends, a lot of the girls that I know, they seem to like it, but I'm like, okay. You can like it if you want to, but I'll never really get into it that much. Probably why my sister enjoyed watching it with me.
Right. No, I see what you mean. I don't know. Yeah, no, Inuyasha just not my cup of tea, like I said. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know who? Have you ever seen a Studio Ghibli movie before?
No, what's that?
Let me see. Have you seen My Neighbor Totoro?
Nope.
Ponyo.
Let's not go through a list because it's probably gonna be
okay.
no.
Okay. So
Go
like
ahead.
it's just. I was just wondering if you knew what the Miyazaki movies are.
Nope.
Oh, dude, you're missing out. That's the best anime there is. Like, it's dubbed. It's English dubbed by Disney.
Okay, so it's not for kids. That's a good start.
So like it's a whole bunch of really amazingly animated movies. Like very little to no computers were used when making any of the movies. Like even the brand new one, no computers at all, and it is phenomenally animated. So like there's always something moving. Like you know how in like say you're watching Dragon Ball, like one person's moving.
Yeah.
And like everybody else is just like in a still pose, and like the only thing that moves is the mouth. They will have like clouds moving, they'll have like wind blowing, they'll show just about anything they can. They'll be animating everything possible.
Wow.
It is really cool. Good. Like I don't know if there's any of the Studio Ghibli movies on there. I think one of them is. I'd have to check.
Well, you can link it to me after.
Yeah, I'll try to find a way for you to get to watch one of them, because like over in America, these are like household movies sort of thing.
Oh, really?
Like even if the family does not care for anime, they will have at least watched like one Miyazaki movie in their life.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool because it's
really cool.
I never thought that Disney would be associated with anime, but I guess they understand what makes money, you know.
Hey, okay, a random question, and then we'll start closing out. Is Avatar an anime?
Um,
Avatar.
It can
Legend of Korra, all those guys.
Huh?
Legend of Korra and Avatar, all those guys. Is that a cartoon or an anime?
It is. It can qualify as an anime. It could. It barely qualifies because the animation studio is in Korea, and Korea and Japan. They have most Asian cultures. They all have all Asian cultures, I should say. They're all derived from one original culture, and they've all become completely different. But so technically, Avatar is anime, but it is not officially anime.
Okay.
Because it is.
Okay. It's like a cousin.
Huh?
It's like a cousin of anime.
It is a cousin of anime, basically. Like that's why.
Okay.
That's why it's so big. Like basically anime is considered like something that originates from Japan. But technically there's anime from like other countries in a way. I don't know how.
Okay.
I don't remember all the ones. I don't remember any of the names of the ones that are from outside of Japan. I don't think so. But yeah. Oh, before we start to wrap up, have you ever heard of a series called Whack Fu? Oh,
Nope.
dude. You're missing out.
I feel like every single time you say like a series, I'm like, nope. No, that one in this one.
I'm sorry, like there's so much good stuff that I like to share with you guys. Like whenever I find something that I think is cool, I'm like, oh dude, you gotta see this. Like it was originally made in France, which is why I thought you would have known it. No?
No, I don't. Still, it's even if it's made in a country. It's not the case. Not the case.
It may have just been made while you were very young or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Well, it was based off of I think it's called an RTS game.
Okay.
And it was adapted into a cartoon series that it was all done in layered animation, and I watched it and I'm like, oh, this is really, really cool. And there's a French dub. I think you would probably want to watch the French dub. The French dub is better than the English dub.
Okay, then I'll probably watch the
Yeah.
French dub. Thank you for the piece of advice.
Yeah, definitely check out Whack Fu because I think it might be something you'd enjoy.
I feel like we need to make a list of just like things you need to link me because at the end of the podcast, I'm not gonna remember all of this. I'll be taking by the koalas.
Yeah. The 4Kids
But
Koala Gang is coming for you.
Oh god. Can we just call this the Koala Cast?
Yes,
Can we?
we'll call it the Koala Cast.
Koala Cast.
This was the Koala
boom,
Cast,
you got the
everybody.
title. Anime Podcasters, episode number 3, Koala
That's
Cast.
what I'm going to name the
All right,
title for our
guys. Perfect. That works
Okay.
for me. And then all this because of Austin.
Oh, yeah.
It's totally Austin's fault.
When Austin's
all right.
away,
You
Jaian shall play.
Exactly. Do you want to let us? Okay, we're gonna start closing out. So, guys, thank you so much for checking out this episode of Anime Podcasters. We really enjoy it. If you stuck it all the way to here, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Kyo, do you want to just let people know what's up? Narrative Bridge, DDS, what's going on, man?
Okay, so again, Kyokai Hatake channel, leaving that alone. I'm not touching it for a little while. I mean, maybe I'll just browse internet stuff, but
you made that voiceover thing.
I did that. Oh yeah, huge thank you to you for that, by the way, because I actually got a role that I cannot talk about on here, but I don't know when it'll come out or if it'll come out, but it's a fan-made project. I'm really excited. It's a really minor role, like I'm just playing a minor character.
But you got cast.
Yes, I got cast in something, and I'm so happy for that. Thank you so much, Diane.
Dude, no problem. We have a brotherhood here. That's what it is.
But yeah, so if you guys are looking to hire me for voice work, just know that I do not always do stuff for free. If it's a fan-made project, I will do it for free. But however, if you are going to make money off of it, I will hound you. I will hunt you down and I will shoot you if you do not pay me for doing something for just doing it. So, yeah.
Boom.
But Naruto Abridged, I have to let you guys know. I know I said it was going to be this month, but the earliest we can get it is in the next 2 weeks of September. So one of the first 2 weeks of September, it will be out if I can get our Zabuza actor to do his lines. I will have it out.
That's not me.
You had your chance.
Every podcast we go through every podcast.
I have to remind you, you had a chance and you friggin' blew it.
I did.
Yeah, but
these things happen.
But yeah, so if things don't work out with him, then it's just gonna be I'm just gonna end up doing it myself because it has been over nearly 6 months since the last episode was released. So it's got to be released soon.
It's gotta, man. You gotta put out that content, that YouTube grind.
Yeah.
I'm not black. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
One other thing before I turn the mic back over to you, so you can plug stuff and get things out of the way. We're gonna try to upload at least one video a month on Daydreamer Studios, if possible, because we want to keep making stuff. We got some projects that we're working on. I don't know, Jaian, did you see the post that we made?
I did.
Yeah.
In the group? Yeah, I saw that. You tagged me. Every time you tag, so I saw it.
So
sounds like a cool project. If it's what I'm thinking, it looks like a really cool project.
It is a music-related project, actually. So Jaian will, in fact, have to be part of it, whether he wants to or not.
Whether I'm in another country or not.
I don't know. It might be a little while before we get to that one. So, but yeah, in the end, we're just gonna try to upload as often as we can, at least once a month at the most, and look forward to Naruto Abridged episode 2 because I am excited to get to work on it because I loved working on it, and the feedback I have been getting from it is phenomenal. I love the people who are leaving comments, and like we're up to nearly 15K on views.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
I'm so proud of the video. And the second episode will be a lot funnier because Austin is now a writer on it because he helped me write the second one. He's going to help me with the rest of them.
That's great.
All right, so that's all I have to say. I have hogged the microphone for long enough. It is time for the microphone to go to our good old friend Jaian.
Okay, well, you're welcome, guys. No, I'm kidding. But for real. Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to be going to France, so I'm not going to be on the show for a little while. So really, just to break it down for you guys, I'm going to France, which means that I'm going to have one more episode of Insights People Talk coming out, which is my other podcast. I have this episode of Anime Podcasters that are going to be in. And then when I get back, those projects are going to start back up again. Well, I'm going to rejoin those projects, and they're going to start up again. Anime Podcasters is still going to be going on, I hope, while I'm gone.
We're going to try to get an episode out every month as much as possible.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. I really appreciate that. Yeah. And also, when I'm going to be in France, I have 2 series coming out. Well, a series coming out. I have it's called the JaianMusic Q&A. Basically, I'm just going to be answering audience questions. All the episodes are recorded and ready to go. And I also, at the beginning of the month of October, every second week, I will be putting out a brand new song from an old project of mine, which is like rap rock music. That's pretty much what I have going on. At the time that you're going to be listening to this podcast, I don't know if it will be out, but I have Lunatic Rappers Above and Beyond. That's the second EP for Lunatic Rappers. It's out, or it's going to be out very shortly. You guys can go check that out. All my stuff is going to be on my website, JaianMusic.com. And yeah, thank you guys so much for everything. I will see you next time, and I can't wait to see what Austin says to me on the podcast because of the Koala thing.
And if you guys are interested in my art, in what I do, I am an artist, and I actually drew the artwork for Jaian's.
Oh, yeah.
I have drawn the artwork for Jaian's new banner on YouTube, which was a lot of fun.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. Sorry, I should have
which was kind of a hassle. I was trying to figure out what I actually wanted to do with it, and like you told me, I should try something new. Like you wanted me to do like the studio thing that we were planning on.
Yeah.
I had so little time to work on that one. And I had
it's cool.
I had like
the one you did was absolutely
finals.
awesome.
Yes, had finals yesterday, so I was trying to squeeze your stuff with my school stuff, I just hope.
Oh,
I
wow,
just
okay,
hope
come
that
on.
that the stuff I give you comes out well. So I'm gonna. Also, I'm also
yeah.
working on your.
Yeah, I hope so.
Your website stuff.
Yeah, my website stuff. Yeah. Basically, Kyo and I were friends, so I do music for him. He does drawings for me, and it's like a really cool relationship to have. It's a really cool work.
Yeah, he does. He does
he's
a lot
got
of cool stuff
the
for
Giant
us.
Music logo, he did it. Yeah, exactly. So it's awesome to like help each other out like that. All right, I think that's gonna do it. I think that the plugs that lasted like a good 10 minutes there or something.
That's just because I was like so
Guys,
focused on
thank you
trying
so
to make
much.
sure everybody understands what's going on. Like
No,
far
for
too
sure,
much
for
is
sure.
going on right now.
All right, guys, take care.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Have a good day, and we will see you next
See
time.
you guys next time on the next episode of Anime Podcasters.